CIF fair play. We ask you to be supporting your school and the young athletes. You remember to applaud their efforts and do not forget in
This is your game. Let's go. Let's go.
Marissa Malkowitz. Senior number 5, Marianne Buckley. Senior number 6, Christy Gannon. Junior number 15, Kelly Knapp. Junior number 8, Kim Kuntz. Junior number 22, Katie Moyner. Correction, that was 22. Junior number 2, Whitney Rothy. Junior number 4, Jesse Willis. Sophomore number 3, Morgan Albini. Sophomore number 12, Casey Ernow. Starting in goal, sophomore, Shelby Roach. Head coach, Sammy Mandak. Assistant coach, Gareth Atkins. Our officials this afternoon, the referee in the middle, Diane Cavendish. The assistant referees are Kelly Mock and Mark Room. Pasqual will be the home team on the scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the game. The San Diego
Guess you gotta like drama for me.
wishes to thank Coach Jones Award.
The CIF Finals, the year Y2K. I'm Greg Porter with George Landman Video Sports Productions. And this Division II matchup features the Grossmont Foothillers in yellow and blue and the San Pasqual Golden Eagles. Let's get the lineups for both teams, as heading down towards the direction of the goal is San Pasqual. Let's start off with them since they are going from right to left in your picture. Number 2 is Whitney Rothy. Number 3 is Albini Morgan. Number 4 is Jesse Willis. Number 5 is Marion Buckley. 6 is Christy Gannon. Number 8 is Kim Kuntz. Number 11 is Christine Lupo. 12 is Casey Ernhaw. 13 is Tamara Brawl. Number 15 is Kelly Knapp. 17 is Cynthia Critchley. 18 is Kelly Duenas. 20 is Marissa Malkowitz. 22 is Katie Moyner. And a goalie for the San Pasqual Golden Eagles is Shelby Roach. Now let's go to the other team here in the CIF Division II Finals of girls soccer. As moving now, you see there is the Foothillers trying to get a shot. It goes awry. And it is off the defense there of the Golden Eagles. So now it is going to be a free kick from inside the 18-yard box. Beautiful view here for us at George Landman Video Sports Productions here at Southwestern College here in the South Bay. Corner kick, actually, coming up. The Foothillers, it is on a net, knocked away by a Golden Eagle. And they will start their counterattack. For Grossmont, their lineup looks this way. Nikki Toravella is number 2. Stephanie Smith is number 3. Number 4 is Megan Kitt. Number 5 is Brenda Hernandez, number 5. Number 6, April Meadows. Number 7 is Sarah Grundys. Number 9 is Kelsey Bollinger. Number 8 is Emily Henning. 10 is Lauren Clapperton. 11 is Liz Van Dyne. 12 is Kim Bender. 14 is Julie Childress. 15 is Christiana Murillo. Number 17 is Andrea Danielson. 18 is Marissa Swimmer, as a nice save there. And number 20 is Whitney Croce. The starting goaltender for the Grossmont Full Hillers is Kelly Hoffman. Play at midfield. And it goes out of play. No score in the CIF final. Boy, it's nice to have a day with no rain here as a part of this final half of the season. Lots of rain in February. And, of course, here you start off in March. And they talk about rain tomorrow. It rained yesterday. But today they get a nice dry field to play on. Going to be a goal kick for San Pasqual. A lot of the San Pasqual ladies play the game of field hockey. And I was able to have an opportunity to see some of those young ladies play in the big tournament, the Southern California tournament for field hockey last summer. Going to be a throw-in for the Foothillers. Or actually a free kick. Free kick, Kim Bender is going to take it. Bender in the semicircle, but it's headed out. Nicely done there by Katie Moyner. Running onto it there is Christy Gannon to the near side, and Gannon is covered nicely there by Torravella. This one inside the 18-yard box, but nicely headed out there. Quickly done by April Meadows. And now they get the counterattack going down the left flank. Looking for some space in the middle of the field now, and it's taken away by the Golden Eagles. And that was run on there by Kelly Knapp, but now we have a violation. So it's going to be a free kick. Free kick for the Foothillers of Grossmont High School. No score in a soccer match. This one heading over on one bounce inside the 18-yard box, running it down quickly is Kelly Knapp, but she loses control. Pushing it and still controlling now after the ricochet was Katie Moyner upfield. In that last sequence. Trying to run onto it there was Torvella, but she could not continue as a good defensive play. Standing tall to back line. Ernaw. Casey Ernaw, and there's going to be a violation against Grossmont. So San Pasqual will have the free kick just a few yards in their own half of the field. No score in the CIF final here at the venerable Southwestern College. They've had A-League play. I believe there's an A-League team that plays here.
Time being displayed on the scoreboard is unofficial. The official time is being kept by the referee.
And an announcement on the field about the time on the scoreboard, of course. But they have about 34 minutes, I'd say 33 minutes left to play in the first half of action. Grossmont now, nice little passing, but coming up and making the play, recognizing their opportunity to continue forward was Marion Buckley on that last sequence. And the Foothillers get the bounce over towards the 18-yard box, controlled now by the Golden Eagles. And they ricochet it out of play. It hits a little boom box on the side. And let's see now. Let's see if there's a no substitution. The throw in. Grossmont trying to control. A kick there by Lauren Clapperton, gets her teammate to try to run onto it. Henning goes out of play off of Henning, and it'll be a throw-in with the Golden Eagles in their own defensive third. Taking the duties there is Knapp. Knapp to her teammate, Rothy, and then it ricochets over to Moyner. Kelly Knapp sending the ball into the defensive half of Grossmont now. As the forwards try to control, they can't do it. It goes back to midfield. And they get some help there, the midfielders. And a kick forward all the way downfield, the through ball. No call on that last sequence, as you saw there in your picture. Nice turn by Henning. Henning controlling and nicely blocked by Moyner. Sent upfield. Ricochets off her teammate, and running onto it there is Smith. Smith sends it to the outside to Croce. Croce sending it to Bullinger. Bullinger shot, and it is wide of the net. Bullinger just deciding to take a long blast after that quick feed from Croce, but could not get that ball to angle where she wanted it to, or get anybody to run onto it. No score in the match here in the first half. CIF final here in the Y2K. Grundy's trying to send it to the outside, and it does go to the outside. Played nicely there by Croce. Croce sends one on the low side, and the save there by Shelby Roach. Shelby Roach staying with it. And Roach sending it on one bounce upfield and out of play. As you'll see some of the birds flying around here. Obviously looking for some food if they can find it, and hanging out and watching this play. Here's the throw into the field of play now, trying to control nicely there, doing it, and it's blocked. Coming over there to cover well was Morgan. Morgan for San Pasqual doing a fine job of getting it out of danger, so it'll be a corner kick. So the CK for Grossmont. Grossmont, the team that didn't have to travel too far to get here. San Pasqual a little further up into North County, trying to come down to make this CIF final down here in the South Bay. And a lot of pressure to that far side. It'll be a throw-in for Grossmont. Grossmont still on the attack here inside 30 minutes now to about 29 minutes left to play in the first half. A nice trap, but a non-contain there. Katie Moyer sending it up forward, and then it was intercepted. Christy Gannon trying to control. Gannon still staying tough to the near side. Gets her teammate to help out, Kelly Knapp. Up in the air. Grossmont now trying to head it down towards that 18-yard box. Couldn't do it as the backliners make a nice play. However, running onto it now is Bollinger. Bollinger with a left-footed attempt. It's headed now into the 18-yard box, and she tried to get Megan Kitt to get a foot on it. Couldn't quite get to it as it rolled to Roach as she got it out of play. No score here in the CIF Division II final. Knocked out of play in the defensive half for San Pasqual, and they will throw it in, the Lady Eagles. Throw in to the far side of your picture. Grossmont controlling temporarily, but then San Pasqual sending it up forward. Nice trap there, as you saw, by Kelly Knapp, number 15. To the near side, still keeping it in play, but it's going to go off the foot of number 6, Christy Gannon in blue. It's going to be a throw-in now. Throw-in for Kim Bender. Bender gets a nice line drive on it. It's ricocheted off the body of Knapp. She cannot control as it's taken and played there by the foot healers and then knocked out of play. So now to the near side, they get the territorial win on that, and they'll be able to throw it in. This one inside the 18-yard box. Nice play by the back line there by Stephanie Smith. On one bounce. Quickly Torvella getting to it. Trying to send it for her teammate. Trying to run down there to it, Whitney Rothy. And Christy Gannon's pass was a little bit too far, that last sequence. Marion Buckley up in the air, but then it is sent down to the 18-yard box for San Pasqual. However, Shelby Roach has it, gives it a ride all the way up past midfield, as you see there. Sarah Grundy's couldn't control as two teammates are able to make the play for the Golden Eagles. Running onto it now, Grossmont. Number 2, Torvella in the middle of the field with space, but the back liner is able to make the play. Pass to the far side's taken away, trying to control. San Pasqual, and this one is onside and kicked out of play. Nice job coming off the line is Kelly Hoffman for Grossmont. Christy Gannon. Gannon, a nice, strong throw inside the smaller box of the 18-yard box, a goal box, so to speak. But, however, the defensive players for the Foothillers able to make the play and get it upfield. To the near side. Nice play getting back is Marion Buckley. Buckley playing Megan Kitt very well to the near side. Throw in. Grossmont, but they have some substitutions coming in. Number 20 and 4 for Grossmont is coming out of the contest. That's Megan Kitt and Whitney Croce. And they get 2 fresh players in. I believe that's 21. And number 8 into the contest. Henning into the contest now. Play down the middle now, trying to control, can't quite do it. As good defensive play for San Pasqual. And Grossmont sending it towards Shelby Roach, who comes off the line to her right and now gives it some air. With some space there for a moment was Bollinger getting it to the near side. Grundy sending it down inside the 18-yard box and knocked out by Knapp. So it's going to be the throw in near side. 24 minutes or thereabouts left to play in the first half. No score here in the CIF Division II girls final. In the 18-yard box, nice play, showing the strong leg to her teammate, but Roach is able to make the play. Emily Henning able to show the fine play in that corner sequence. It rolled to Bollinger. However, Bollinger couldn't get enough on it, past Roach, and she made the save on that last sequence. A try for Grossmont. The near side throw in, Grossmont trying on their counterattack again. It ricochets off a player and now is going to roll past the goal line. It'll be a goal kick for the strong foot of Shelby Roach and try and see if they can get this counter going, and she actually drops it off for a teammate to do it. Nice header to keep the play going, and this one's sent into the 18-yard box. Running it down nicely is Morgan and kicking it out of play. However, there'll be a throw in. The Foothillers throw in. It goes out of play, and now San Pasqual will throw it in from their defensive third. Opportunity is the name of the game in soccer, and you have to take advantage of those opportunities. Nice that these two teams, and the CIF decided to, allow the teams to play a championship game at the colleges because they can play in what is a regulation soccer field. When you talk about the higher divisions of play and the professionals, when you play at the high school, sometimes the game is so much different in the fact that you really don't get an opportunity to have a lot of space with the soccer ball. Your defenders are closer together. You just don't have the width at the high school game. But when they get a chance to play in the finals here, the players that can operate with space as it goes in 18-yard box, and coming over to make the play is Kelly Hoffman. A nice opportunity, but they just couldn't quite get it to go in the right direction for San Pasqual on that nice sequence. Throw in now. Grossmont working it towards the 18-yard box. Nice pass. And it's kicked out of play. Coming back to make the play was Moyner. Moyner doesn't make that play. You've got a one-on-one with the attacker and the goalie. So Grossmont trying to take advantage on the rush back up the field here as they now have a free kick. Lauren Clapperton looks like she's going to take it, or at least she's setting it up. She's setting it up for her teammate, Kim Bender. Bender with a free kick just outside the 18-yard box. It curves past the corner, top right corner of the net, and out of play. It'll be a goal kick, Shelby Roach and her teammates. No score in the CIF final here in Division II in the first half of play. Going to be a substitution for Grossmont. Number 9 comes out of action, Kelly Bollinger. And coming into the contest is Whitney Croce. Falling down hard there is Jessie Willis. And she is hustling to the near side. Going to be the free kick. Because of the violation with the body, and San Pasqual taking it there is Albini Morgan. Controlling now. Lauren Clapperton leaving it for a teammate. Blocked and sent back upfield. Here's Grundy's. Grundy's down the middle and couldn't get her teammate to run on to that particular pass. A little bit too far. Roach getting it upfield. However, Grossmont keeping it in the defensive half. And now San Pasqual sending a through ball there by Katie Moyner to her teammate. Rothy trying to run it down, ran out of room. Coming up to play it, midfield, and now San Pasqual trying to control, and a violation on the back. So it is going to be a free kick for the Golden Eagles in blue. This ball sent down and rolled down to Kelly Hoffman, who makes the play. Trying to get a teammate to run onto it, but she was marked closely. Katie Moyner, and Moyner trying to go back and make the play. With the body, she had the violation, so now it is going to be a free kick. This one sent towards the outside left of the box. Running onto it there is Croce. Croce sends one, and it is blocked nicely by Morgan. However, on the rebound, a shot, and it's a little wide. Just about 17 minutes or thereabouts left to play in the first half. Still no score in the CIF Division II final. Greg Porter, happy to be with you as we show you this game high atop here at Southwestern College, and there's a violation. Going to be the free kick. Kim Bender taking it, sending it on the line drive, intercepted. However, ricochets to her teammate Torvella. Torvella sending it to the outside. That's Croce. Croce in the corner trying to operate. Sends a pass back to her teammate, and then a violation now. And it's going to be a free kick. Well, actually, they say it was just knocked out of play, so a throw in. Tried to get a couple of the yellow and blue. The control can't do it. Coming up to play that one was Morgan. And now staying onto it there is Torvella, using her body to shield the player from the ball. Doing it nicely there in that last sequence. Bounces to the outside now. Near side pass, trying to run it down is Croce, and she can't quite get to it, and it goes out of play. Going to be a goal kick for the Blue, San Pasqual. Nice hitter, this one on one bounce. Controlling, a fine job. To the near side now. Good defensive play up in the air, and it is knocked in. And they're going to say the goal. Grossmont with the 1-0 lead. The shot and the rebound and the goal by Emily Henning, number 8. Henning at the doorstep to get the rebound off the shot. Nice play on that sequence. Got behind the defender, did Henning. And anytime you do that, it's always trouble for the defense. And they lead 1-0.
Number 16, Carrie Schmidt. Time of the goal, 24 minutes, 14 seconds. Again, the Grossmont goal by number 8, Emily Henning. The assist to number 16, Carrie Schmidt. At 24-14, Grossmont leads 1-0.
And the ball bounced now towards midfield, and so the work for San Pasqual is duly noted now as they are down 1-0 in the CIF Division II final. Just about 15 minutes left to play in the first half. Carrie Schmidt on the assist, of course, to Emily Henning. And that is how the first tally of this CIF final is put on the board. The throw in, Stephanie Schmidt throwing it in. Off of one bounce, and a lot of fans feel that that should have been a handball to the near side. Can't touch the soccer ball, that geometric design ball, with your hands. It is all a game that has to be used by anything but your hands to advance the soccer ball. And the difference in the game of soccer and field hockey in the sense of advancing the ball is your feet are the stick. To the near side now. The Foothillers on the attack again in the 18-yard box. Coming up and making the nice play is Morgan. And her teammates getting the counterattack going, trying to run it down there is Rothy. She can't do it as the defenders, the back line players, making the nice play and getting the counterattack going towards the middle of the field, but intercepted now. Get a chance at your George Landerman Video Productions to watch the game and see the kind of positioning that the teams are doing. How many midfielders, how many forwards are out there on attack, and defenders. Now, a lot of times that is really the important key in the game. What kind of defense and what kind of offense is being displayed out there in numbers. And coming out of the contest is number 8, the one who scored the lone goal in this game, and that's why she got the hand, Emily Henning. Coming back into the contest is Kelsey Bollinger. Stephanie Smith was trying to play it. They went around her and have a bump. No harm, no foul, they say. As now trying to play it is Sam Pasqual. Taken away nicely there by Clapperton on a touch. As she gets it back to her teammate, April Meadows. Meadows trying to send a pass up forward and could not get her teammate to run onto it. Throw in now. Lauren Clapperton as a touch there by Meadows up forward to Grundy's, and her shot down the middle is intercepted, sent up forward. Nice job by Meadows again. Continue to get the ball across midfield. And they say there to the near side that Kelly Knapp was out of the field of play. Kelly trying to find a teammate and get that restart going. But the right foot was outside the line. 1-0, Grossmont leads as this ball is played towards the corner. And there's going to be a substitution coming in now. Marissa Malkowitz taking the place of Christine Lupo. Sam Pasquale trying to get something going here, but they can't do it as Grossmont on the attack again. Taken away and quickly played there by Ernau. And Ernau was being rid on the back, so it's going to be a free kick for the blue of San Pasquale. They're down 1-0. Want to get something going here with just about 10 minutes left to play in the first half of the finals for the year 2000. This one is kicked out of play by Morgan. So now it is going to be a throw-in. Throw in for San Pasquale, or rather for Grossmont, and ball bounces up in the air in the corner of the 18-yard box, playing it out of play, so it's going to be a corner kick. A touch there by Marion Buckley. And, of course, if the defender kicks it out past the goal line, it's going to be a corner kick. Sarah Grundy's is going to take it. Number 7 for Grossmont. Want to try to get it into the smaller box, as you see. And she will do that on the line drive, and it's headed in. A beautiful play. A goal! Nikki Torvala scoring the goal off the header by Sarah Grundy's, and now it's 2-0. Beautiful play in a game of soccer, and these girls, a lot of them have played this game for many years, as here's a through ball being played to the 18-yard box, and
Scored by number 7.
as corralling it and now getting the corner is Grossmont.
At 20-25.
As I was trying to mention that the fact that a lot of these players have played for many years, and they try those corner kicks from the time they first start learning the game, and they just can't get them inside that box. But boy, they get stronger and stronger, and that leg drive, and they get more accurate, and the ball is played right there in front of the netminder, and if you are not a stalwart defensive team, you're going to have problems, and you really have to match up well and make the play. As a substitution coming out, Lauren Clapperton, and she gets a hand by the partisans on the other side of the field, and Julie Childress, number 14 for Grossmont, is in the contest. And so Grossmont leading 2-0 on the corner kick and a goal. And anytime that happens, as a soccer team, you are just ecstatic because a lot of times those types of plays are very tough to get them in the net. But when you are successful at it, boy, it really throws a charge into your offense. San Pasqual now down 2-0 with the throw in of the near side, knocked out of play, and so they'll get a lot of real estate to the far side inside the defensive half of Grossmont, trying to get that offense to work to the far side of your picture. The throw-in is now going to be in their own half of the field with 7 minutes left to play in the first half. They say play on in the middle of the field. This ball is sent out of play by the Golden Eagles. So Grossmont leading 2-0 here in the first half. Controlling on one bounce. Nice play there. Trapping it and then kicking it. Kerry Schmidt to midfield, trying to control his Bollinger. Can't quite do it. It goes out of play. San Pasqual to throw in at midfield. A little too far, looking for forward Marissa Malkowitz. And now it's going to be a free kick. Hope you're enjoying this CIF Division II Finals under cloudy skies here at Southwestern College. Area that continues to grow down here in the South Bay. Home of the Apaches. College play, and now attacking is the yellow and blue. Intercepted and trapped there nicely by Knapp, sent upfield. A touch. And a miss, and here goes Christy Gannon. Gannon down inside the 18-yard box. Is it going to be a penalty kick? Let's see. They don't say it is going to be one, and boy, they do not like it on the San Pasqual side. If you are knocked down in that 18-yard box and you're an attacker by the defender, again, a judgment call, and they didn't say it was a violation against the attacker. And that one sometimes can get you right back into the contest because you can cut the lead in half, but they're not going to get the call this time. San Pasqual. Usually you have the better refereeing staff of high school soccer in the CIF final, and they are really going to look at it closely, not going to give up anything, especially a penalty kick, too easily. You've really got to have created the foul, no doubt. Coming off the field for Grossmont, number 20, Whitney Crosch, and she gets a breather in place of Brenda Hernandez. So Brenda Hernandez in the contest now. Number 5 out there on the field for the yellow and blue with the blue numbers. A throw in for Hav Sevier squad. Bounces in the 18-yard box, and let's see the other way. No, they're not going to give them a penalty kick as the violation or just a bump and a goal kick. Albini Morgan, and it ricochets in the middle of the field now. Playing it there is Willis. Willis to her teammate. Sends one off the defender, heading and one bounce and a save by Kelly Hoffman. Boy, was maybe the best try of the contest for San Pasqual, as that one bounced errantly towards the goaltender, and Hoffman had to make the alert play. Fortunately, she was off the line enough to cut down that space on that big try. On one bounce now, controlling, steering it over Grundy's, over their teammate who sends it down on a through ball, but it is quickly played by Morgan. And a bump and a violation against Grossmont. It's going to be a free kick from there. Not too much time left here in the first half. And a try, and that could have really worked against you because all her teammates were up the field. Albini Morgan, she kicked it off of Bollinger, and Bollinger didn't even realize it until it was too late. Morgan was able to get it back and go. Coming down the middle is Smith, played closely there. San Pasqual, good defensive play as Ornow comes over. Ornow, Casey, making a good defensive cover to get it out of danger. It is going to be a throw in. Far side of your picture, 2-0. Grossmont, the Foothillers leading in the CIF Division II final. This one in the corner of the 18-yard box. Let's see, it was knocked out by the yellow and blue, so it'll be a goal kick. With just inside 3 minutes left to play in the first half. Greg Porter, happy to be with you, and George Landman Video Sports Productions. A real nice day for soccer. Plenty of sunlight, and not too warm and not too cold. Playing it back to get the corner, or get the counter attack going, and a pass goes awry as Kim Bender was trying to get it to Torvella. And now pushing it upfield is Whitney. Whitney Croce to her teammate on the through ball, trying to get to it was Kelsey Bollinger. It is knocked out of play as the defender comes over and makes a play. Throw in for Grossmont. Croce bodied there, and they're going to say it's a violation, so kind of reminds you, if you've watched hockey before, of like a hip check on that play. Here is the free kick just outside the 18-yard box on a line drive, and a save by Shelby Roach. Shelby right in the right position on that play. On that shot by Kim Bender. To the far side now as it bounces off the foot of Whitney Rothy. Cannot control, and a throw in for Grossmont. Up 2 in this contest. Looked like there's going to be a substitution as play is stopped. Hobbs Sevier and Ton Ho freely substituting here in the first half. You get 2 fresh players into the contest. Emily Henning back into the contest, number 8, and Lauren Clapperton, number 10, into the contest for Grossmont. April Meadows trying to control was Clapperton, couldn't do it. Clapperton playing at that midfield position. It goes out of play. And Clapperton will have the throw in. Off the side of the foot, trying to get somebody to run onto it was Grundy's, couldn't do it. But however, they get control of the ball again. Stephanie Smith, and that's going to do it for the first half of action here in the CIF Y2K. It's Grossmont 2, San Pasqual Golden Eagles nothing. Stick around. We'll be back with more in just a moment. The CIF Division II final is 40 minutes from being concluded. Right now it's 2-0 at halftime. The Foothillers of Grossmont, they are going from right to left in your picture screen, and San Pasqual, the Golden Eagles, are going from left to right. We haven't heard of any goaltending changes, so Shelby Roach and Kelly Hoffman, we believe, is still in the contest as netminders. There was a correction on the goal that we had, Nikki Torella. It was announced on the field that Grundy's had scored the goal, but Torella actually did score the goal or get credit for the goal in the official scorekeeping. Running on to at that time is Grundy's. Grundy's has her pass intercepted, however, gets a teammate, Croche, to try to control. Here's Bollinger. And goes back now to Malkowitz. Cannot control, and the yellow and blue getting the many touches again here to start the second half. Good passing. To the outside. Nice play, good spacing to the outside. Here's a blast, and it's over the net. Lauren Clapperton sending it from the distance in the corner, but could not get it to be low enough and just above the goalie, Shelby Roach. So it is a goal kick. San Pasqual. Defenders trying to get something to go here as in the way of a counterattack. However, the yellow and blue still putting the pressure on. There was a redirect upfield. A nice quick touch by the head, however, running it onto it. A couple of defenders are there. Croche with the turn, but she was covered well and intercepted. Coming up and making a nice play is Kim Bender to keep it going forward. And it ricochets all the way down to Henning. Taken away on the shot. Beanie Morgan making a nice play and kicked out of play. And here in the first few minutes of the second half, the yellow and blue of the Foothillers showing the reason why they're ahead 2-0 in the contest. Putting an answer mark in the heads of the San Pasqual Lady Golden Eagles, and they have to regroup here. And I say an answer, putting a question mark, I should say, and a question mark meaning, do you have it in order to win this game? And the Golden Eagles have to be asking themselves that question. Play out on the field is going to determine who's going to come out on top in the game, mental as well as physical. And oftentimes you get the mental edge, you can just make the physical appear tired on the opponent. At least within, if not within themselves, at least in the way you view it, to try to keep the edge on top. Ball sent on the line drive, intercepted now. There's plenty of players there. All midfielders playing, helping out the defense, and this is a through ball sent now. Kelsey Bollinger. Bollinger with some space, sending it to the outside to Clapperton. Clapperton and her shot. Didn't want to decide to stop the ball and work a play, just decided to take a shot. Something that she may think about in the future of this game. On one bounce, making the save for the Golden Eagles, Shelby Roach. Ball up in the air. Rothy was trying to, or rather that was Malkowitz with Rossi trying to get a play going. It goes to the near side. Marissa Malkowitz will throw it in, but the whistle And look like it's going to be a free kick instead. Debris blowing widthwise across the field. Not much of a wind to really change a lot of things. To get the ball up in the air. A miss. And now running onto it, Jesse Willis. Here's the through ball now. In the corner, Hoffman, and she kicks it out of play. Kelly Hoffman coming off the line and has to race back, of course, as you see her in the screen. Because oftentimes when they see the goalie way off the line, they will try and trick him and get it behind him, a quick throw in. As that time they got it in the goal box, but it was headed out of play by a Golden Eagle. So the Lady Eagles now give way towards the goal kick of Grossmont, and a substitution coming into the contest is Tamara Brau, number 13, for San Pasqual. Trying to control as Grossmont now continuing to move the ball upfield, running onto it to the far side. I believe that's Stephanie Smith as she sends it to a teammate in the middle, Kelly Bollinger. Bollinger trying to make a move and couldn't quite do it as a couple of teammates cover for the blue. Trying to control, and here's a nice pass. Push forward, and a through ball sent to the near side. Trying to run it down is Malkowitz. Malkowitz makes a nice play in the 18-yard box. Left foots it. Nobody quite there. And it rolls to the far side, and Lauren Clapperton gets it and sends it upfield. Boy, they would have had a great opportunity. They had two players there, but she could not get it to one of them. She sent it through both of the players. And now coming back to cover on a nice play, as you see on your screen there, was number 4, Jesse Willis. Willis doesn't come back to cover. That's going to be a one-on-one opportunity for the attacker and the goalie of San Pasqual. Here's a pass sent in the 18-yard box. In the corner, a pass right there on the foot, and then tries to dribble it between two defenders. Nice hustle play as Shelby Roach makes the save, but a nice opportunity, or a nice hustle there by the offensive attacker for Grossmont. Still hustling and playing hard, even though they lead 2-0 in this soccer match. But back with it on the counter, and it rolls all the way down to Kelly Hoffman to make a save. Couldn't get anybody to redirect the soccer ball. On one bounce, heading towards the big circle. It goes past a Grossmont player, and here's to the near side. Let's see, it's going to be a violation. Violation against the Foothillers, so it's going to be a free kick. Lady Golden Eagles going to try and see if they can get something going here in the 18-yard box. Down by 2 goals here in the second half. 31 minutes left to play in the CIF Division II final. Taking it, Christy Gannon, and Gannon getting a lot on it, but too much. That one was right on line, but too much, could not get it to go below the crossbar. Showing the strength of foot was Gannon. So it's going to be a goal kick for Grossmont, and a substitution ensues here for San Pasqual. Coming in for the blue is number 12, and that's Casey Ernau. And coming out is Kelly Knapp. Running onto it is an attacker for the Foothillers, and that is Emily, and she gets it to a teammate. It's knocked out of play. Henning trying to work it to her teammate Kelsey Bollinger. Knocked out of play by the defenders trying to cover Bollinger. Grossmont. Stephanie Smith with a touch. And this one is kicked out of play, the near side touchline. So Grossmont will have the throw in. Stephanie Smith will throw it in. 2-0, Grossmont. Bounces off one of her teammates over to Henning. Henning trying to drop it off for a blast by Grundy's, but couldn't do it. However, backliners continue the offensive attack here in the passing game. To the outside, the wide side of the field, trying to run onto it there was Clapperton. She was covered closely, and it went off of Clapperton's foot, not a play. Throw in. Nice trap there by April Meadows, you saw, as they continue the offense here at midfield. Does Grossmont. Bollinger trying to tee it up. She does. Sends it to the outside, and the attack ensues. Pass in a semicircle to the near side, trying to control. Couldn't quite do it, and it rolls over to Shelby Roach. And it goes out of play. Or Shelby Roach makes the goal save, and she now will have a goal kick for herself. A substitution. Kelly Knapp coming back into the contest for San Pasqual. Kicked out of play now. 2-0. Foothillers of Grossmont. And a substitution for Grossmont now. Whitney Croce coming out of the contest, and she'll give way to Cristiana Murillo. So Murillo comes into the contest. Number 15. Knocked out of play. Going to be a throw-in for San Pasqual. Trying to get control of the air attack, can't do it. Just a little bit too far for Henning on that play. Near side. Couple of players coming over to the near side, and it is knocked out off the foot. Nicely done there by Tamara Bra. Murillo will throw it in, and she gets a chance to touch the soccer ball. San Pasqual sending it in the defensive third. San Pasqual with two players, and now 2-on-2 as it goes to the wide side here. San Pasqual out in the 18-yard box, a centering pass, and it's intercepted. Couldn't quite get a player to run onto it now. On the miss, almost a handball, but they still control to the blue. However, getting back to make the play is Clapperton, and she lifts it out of play over to the goal, over to the stands on that far side of your picture. Hobbs Sevier's club leading 2-0. Here in the CIF Division 2 finals, and let's see. Is it a goal? No, it is not a goal. The violation against San Pasqual on a very nicely executed play, but it wasn't executed perfectly as the violation stopped them from cutting this CIF final down to 2-1. And Sam Badak does not like the call. Sam Badak talking to the center ref as the center ref coming over to the near side. Sam is very upset on the play. And Sam is going to get a yellow card. Sam wanted that yellow card, and he got it. And oftentimes, that is something that sparks up your team. And maybe it'll work in the case of San Pasqual. They're down 2-0, and they need to try some things. Here, this one in the 18-yard box on a pass sent to the other side of the box now But coming out to make the play very quickly is April Meadows, and Meadows single-handedly gets it down to the far side. However, a couple of blue players converge and get it back in the defensive half. And now the passing attack for Foothillers is ensuing. And they get the counter going. Coming up with a physical play is Grundy's. Grundy's in the 18-yard box, getting it to her teammate and just missed it. Kelsey Bollinger tried to head it into the goal net to the near goal post for her, and she just could not get it to go in. Nice play there on that last sequence by the Foothillers of Grossmont. To the far side, it goes out of play. Going to be a throw-in now. Blocked there by Moyner for San Pasqual. A violation against Foothillers. Free kick, and a little bit too quick. Katie Moyner now, the free kick. Moyner inside the 18-yard box, and she was looking for a player to break free. Couldn't quite get it to be long enough, as it was intercepted by the defenders of the Foothillers. Ball up in the air. Controlling is Grundy's. Grundy's over to Bollinger. Bollinger getting it back to her teammate. Can't quite do it now. Running onto it is Murillo. Christiana couldn't control.
Would a representative of the Grossmont High School administration please report to the press box at this time? Thank you.
Murillo throws it in, and it is knocked out by her teammate. A little bit too hard. So now a throw in. With 22 minutes left to play in the championship of the CIF Division II in girls soccer. Trying to control now San Pasqual. It goes off of Murillo's foot, and a throw in. Brown throwing it in. Tamara, and it is in the middle of the field. Grundy's runs onto it, sends it to her teammate, Henning. Henning gets it up forward there to Bollinger, and Bollinger could not advance any further as good defense by the Lady Eagles. Midfield play again, and with some space now, here's Henning. Henning with a blast, and just missed it on the near post. Henning showing the ability to get a lot of velocity on a soccer ball, but just wasn't accurate enough on that sequence. You got a substitution coming into the contest now for San Pasqual is Marissa Malkowitz. Play in the middle. Grundy's. Gives it back to her teammate Bender, who gives it back to Grundy's. Grundy sends it to the wide side, intercepted. Kicking it out of play there was Moyner. Two nothing. The far side is going to be a couple of substitutions for Grossmont. The Lady Foothillers have a couple of fresh players into the contest. Coming in is number 5 and number 21. Marissa Swimmer's into the contest, 21, and Brenda Hernandez in the yellow and blue, number 5. San Pasqual trying to get the defensive work and get it upfield. Can't quite do it as the pressure is still there, but it does roll to the near side. Running it down is Torella, who scored one of the goals in the contest. Nikki, number 2, out there on the field for the yellow and blue. Off of a corner kick in the first half. A beautiful play. She was standing there just outside the line, and when that ball ricocheted off the netminder, it went to Torella, and she just tapped it in. And the other goal in the contest was by Emily Henning in the first half on a beautiful play. And that's your scoring of 2-0 by the Lady Foothillers. And here they go on the attack again on a long drive. And this one on one bounce is easily handled by Roach. Inside 20 minutes left to play in the game. Couple of players. Almost a dangerous kick there. And Christy Gannon down there. Involved in the physical play. Free kick. Gannon sends it to the outside, but could not place it where she wanted to get her teammate Malkowitz to run onto it. A little bit too far. Coming off the line nicely was Hoffman. Falling down now. Hernandez sends it just wide. Brenda Hernandez getting an opportunity there. And it goes past the goal line. So a goal kick. Look like there's going to be some substitutions again for the Foothillers. Murillo coming out of the contest. And she gets an applause, and coming in now is number 20. And that is Whitney Croce. Here's Hernandez, and it is kicked off of the foot of Croce, off the body of the defender. And Sam Baddock on the near side, continuing to talk, and he could get kicked out of this one if he continues. And a lot of frustration when you get to the finals. Understandably, when you don't see the types of calls that you may have been getting beforehand, you know, in play, and you don't get them, or just the fact that the competition is to that level and you're down in the contest, it just, you get the frustration going. And as it gets closer and closer towards the finish in this contest, it really begins to work against you. And you know you've worked hard all year long, and your girls, more importantly, have worked hard all year long to try to get here. And you want to see the best happen for them, and when it doesn't go like the way you think it should, then it really is frustrating. 16 minutes to work with. The Lady Golden Eagles got a lot of work to try to do. This one is headed just awry. Nice try there by Carrie Smith. She was alone there by a few feet. Those are types of plays that you just get better and better as you get older, and you work more and more with the game of soccer. But boy, I tell you, it's a far cry, and understandably so, as the players get stronger in the game. When they first pick it up, it turns from a game of kickball to a precision game of the world's most favorite sport, soccer. And as you talk about Sam Baddock, you know, a little earlier there, you know, in his defense, a very, very good coach, obviously, to get his team to the finals here. And you have to have good coaching in order to get your program to be in the finals. And Sam Pasqual, very, very happy to be here. And they're just playing against a team that has played very, very well in this contest. And they lead 2-0. There'll be a CIF Division II boys final after this. It's going to be the Aztecs of Montgomery. And as the ball is kicked out of play, and the Santana High School Sultans will be playing in a boys Division II final right after this one. And undoubtedly they'll be under the lights. As coming in to the contest now is number 11 for the gold and blue, Liz Van Dyne. And a couple of players going for it, and here's the shot. Quickly showing the ability is Grundy's. Grundy's had been in a collision and then was able to get up and still get a shot. Now, coming down the middle, trying to work a play was Rothy. She couldn't quite do it. She was one-on-one with the defender. The defenders making some really good plays in this contest for the yellow and blue. The Lady Foothillers coming down the near side. Brenda Hernandez. Temperature dropping a little bit, of course, with the breeze, adding like a wind chill. Still nice and comfortable for the game of soccer. Not quite the sunshine that we had in the first half. As we get later in the day, trying to control to the far side now, and doing it is Gannon. Gannon, marked by two players, falls down, and let's see what the call is going to be. It is going to be a free kick from just outside the 18-yard box. Defender's on the violation, and she quickly lifts it in the box. Can't quite get her teammate to redirect it in the goal. She had Kelly Knapp just behind the defender, but Knapp was not tall enough to get to that one and put it in the net. 12 minutes left to play in the championship game here at Southwestern College, the campus of the Apaches. Goal kick and a substitution. Looks like they're going to get a goal substitution as Kelly Hoffman's going to get a couple of slaps on the hand by her teammates and going to come off.
For Grossmont,
Crystal Tabor is going to take it the rest of the way as Kelly Hoffman gets a hug from her head coach, Juan Sevier, and Tonho. They are happy with the play that she has given in this contest. And let's see, it's an offsides. Is open on the play was Christy Gannon. And Gannon says, if only my teammate wasn't offsides, I have an opportunity to work a shot on a fresh goaltender. And a lot of times that works in the favor of the attacker. Now, this ball is inside the defensive half of San Pasqual. 11 minutes to work with. San Pasqual got their work cut out for them, down 2-0. In the corner of the 18-yard box. Nice play by Gannon. Gannon left foots it off the goalie, and it's trapped, and a no-goal as they make the save. Crystal Tabor is able to get on her knees and corral the soccer ball on the last couple of feet before it went into the net. A point-blank opportunity, and no doubt that was the best opportunity in the second half for San Pasqual, but they couldn't get it to go. And boy, did they need that one. It goes to out of play, and now it's going to be a throw-in on the defensive third. Actually, and it looked like it's going to be a substitution for the Foothillers. Lady Foothillers again. Going to substitute 3 players this time. A nice trap on the last sequence of plays, and then they just could not get enough to get it past the goalie. The new one in the contest, Crystal Tabor. Here's a through ball, but it's intercepted nicely there by Torella. Violation against the yellow and blue. Gannon, who started that last offensive sequence where they almost got a goal, Gannon tried to make a play there, but ran off the ball quickly. In the middle, Grundy's sends it behind her teammate Meadows. Meadows trying to stay with it, won't get it, and now the blue have it of San Pasqual. But the intercepted play there. It's Carrie Smith on that last sequence making a nice play. However, it goes back upfield. Running onto it as they play it out to the outside to Kelly Knapp. Knapp sends it towards the goalie. And the goalie making the save. Tabor, second save. Boy, this one was a lot easier than that first one. Off the head of Emily Henning, and it rolls off her back and out of play. It'll be a throw-in. Down to 8 minutes left to play, and that's unofficial on a clock. Or thereabouts. Henning, one-on-one, and just could not go any further, as getting to it is Morgan and getting it out of play. Upfield. Torella centering it, and then it intercepted. The near side. And it'll be a throw-in. Two to nothing. Grossmont, the Lady Foothillers, leading the CIF Division II final. And they have the throw-in. Clock in their favor. Desperately is the Lady Golden Eagles trying to do something to get a goal on the net. But this 40-minute second half is coming towards a close. A violation. Going to be a throw-in. Or rather, it's going to be a free kick. Free kick at midfield. Kim Bender, it rolls to her teammate now. Whitney Croge trying to advance it forward, but she was ran off the ball by two defenders. Grundy's is deflected out of play, so it's going to be a throw-in now. And going to take it is Marissa Malkowitz. Malkowitz going to try to find her teammate Gannon, and Gannon would have loved to have a teammate behind or be able to run behind number 2 there, Torella, but could not have it on that particular time. She was in the mindset of either having a teammate help her out and run under the ball, or either that ball going past the goalie and into the net, but she was a little bit too far out for that play. On the counter, ball bounces off, and now onto the foot of Croce, who gets it to her teammate Carrie Smith in the middle. Smith gets Bollinger to run onto it, but is run off the ball nicely there by Marion Buckley. Nice defensive play. It goes out of play now, but a throw-in. Croce near side. And again, the yellow and blue of Grossmont can be content to just play keep away. It doesn't matter because they now are at the part of the game where they have a 2-goal lead and can just run out the clock. They don't really have to put a lot of pressure offensively towards trying to score anything because they have the 2-0 lead. And let's see now the violation against the Golden or the Foothillers on a line drive. Knapp was trying to control, couldn't do it as Torella got it and sent it up forward to Bollinger, who sends it to her teammate in the middle. However, Henning wasn't able to control it enough, and so Roach is able to make the save. Falling down is one of the San Pasqual players, and now down the middle, Grundy's trying to control Grundy's around 2 players, still hustling, handing to the far side. It goes out of play. Sarah Grundy's been very instrumental in this contest. She's made some fine plays. Obviously, she's got 1 assist in the contest. And that is the reason, one of the reasons why they have been successful here in the CIF championship. Down to just a few minutes left to go. In the middle of the field, trying to control still are the Lady Golden Eagles. Off the foot of April Meadows, and now a throw-in. Pass Meadows and the defenders, but there's one back, but a header is a goal. Oh, just over the crossbar. And that one was right on target, but too much on it. And the angle here looked like it might have slipped underneath the crossbar, but it didn't. Another opportunity there that they really needed in this contest, and they couldn't get it to go. They had a nice rush on that last sequence up the field. Just couldn't slip it in there for the tally. Down to 3 minutes left. The ladies from the North County down 2-0, trying to get at least a goal. That would be a great measure of satisfaction to say they didn't get shut out. And number 2, to cut it in half and have a possible opportunity. And San Pasqual, one of the girls down, and now it's going to be a free kick. And she might have been hit up in the mouth area. She's not feeling good, and we're going to take a timeout here in the CIF Division II Championship. We'll be right back. Coming down towards Shelby Road, she makes a nice play. Able to kick it to the outside. Roach had to come up and make the judgment on that ball rolling to her and made a good judgment on the play. Shelby has played a decent goalie in this contest. However, Grossmont has had the measure of plays to enough to get them ahead 2-0. Coming off was Kim Coons for San Pasqual, as she was hurt on that last sequence. They are tending to her on the sidelines. We are down to just moments left here in the championship of Division II of girls high school soccer. It is 2-0. Grossmont, the Foothillers, leading San Pasqual, the Lady Golden Eagles. A through ball sent to the outside. Henning trying to run it down, and it is kicked out with authority by Whitney Rothy. Rothy obviously thinking not only to get it out of play, but get it out of play with some emphaticness and a little frustration to go with that, because this one looks like they're not going to get the championship. They have played well in the championship, but just not quite well enough to win on this day. And so the piece of hardware is going to go, unless something dramatic happens, to Grossmont High School as Henning runs onto it. Henning now in the middle of the field, and if you're a senior, you gotta love it, as it's kicked out of play by Rothy. If you're a senior who's played 4 years on the Grossmont Foothiller Club, you've got to be joyous now. Headed back behind, and that was a nice attempt. What was that? Carrie Smith looked like. Corner kick as Smith working a nice play to hit it back over her head, and boy, that's a big league play right there. And it works a corner kick. And they've been dangerous on corners. Smith gets it on, shields it and puts it up in the corner of the net. A goal! Smith, with just moments left in a championship, decides to do it all her own with the goal. Trapped it and then put it in the near post corner. Grundy's another assist on the corner kick. 3-0, Grossmont. And San Pasqual, and there's a double whistle. The championship of girls high school soccer goes to the ladies in Grossmont. 3 for the Lady Foothillers of Grossmont High School, nothing for San Pasqual, the Lady Golden Eagles, in a CIF Division II championship. We hope you've enjoyed this one here at Southwestern College. Greg Porter with George Landman Video Sports Productions saying stick around for the post-game comments in the CIF championship won by Grossmont High School.
The Golden Eagles of San Pasqual High School. The presentation of awards to the 2000 champions, the Foothillers of Grossmont High School. Kelly Huffman. Crystal Tabor.
Okay, and you are?
I'm Sarah Grandiz from Grossmont.
Okay, Sarah, you've got to be just ecstatic for this championship,
Oh
right?
yeah, we won this all year and we knew we were going to come out and get it, and we did.
Tough, play out there when you needed to. You took what they gave you. You spreaded the field. Your offense was just working great today.
Yeah, we were switching the ball in the air and trapping. Our skills are awesome all year. We're the bomb!
Well, congratulations. Let me talk to your teammate, and you are?
April Meadows.
April, you played on the back line with the defenders, correct?
Yeah.
And it just seemed like you guys had the answer defensively when they were trying to make the big plays.
Yeah, we were trying to work together all year, trying to put things together. We pretty much accomplished that, I think.
So you're a junior senior?
Senior.
Senior?
Yeah.
So this is a great feeling being a senior with all the rest of the seniors, isn't it?
Most definitely, yeah.
And you are again?
I'm a junior,
A
Sarah
junior?
Grandiz.
So you get another year, right?
Yeah. Yep, another year.
Okay, well, Sarah and April, congratulations on a CIF championship and good luck in the future.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Emily Henning.
Okay. Okay, we're back here with Lauren Copperton to the near right here. And you, Lauren, this is a super feeling. I know it is. You've got the hardware. Show us the hardware.
Here it is.
That's something that a lot of teams don't get. What has been your team approach, Lauren, the whole year?
We've just been concentrating on working as a team and being more unified, because at the beginning of the season we were kind of not really team players and individuals, and we worked together, and now we beat El Cap, we beat San Pasqual, and it's just great.
So you've played San Pasqual before?
No, we've never played them before. This is our first experience against them.
So what did your coach do to get you guys prepared for a team you've never seen before? That's kind of tough.
Well, he didn't tell us anything really about them. He just said play our game, because it doesn't matter who we're playing, it's what we do, not our opponents.
That's right, and a lot of times that's what you need, right?
Right.
Okay, and you're a junior or senior?
No, I'm a senior.
Senior, so this is a great feeling.
Yep, my last year. We wanted to win really bad.
You're going to play it in soccer?
In
college? Soccer in college.
Probably not. I'm going to more concentrate on my studies.
On your, academic. Well, congratulations, and let me talk to Emily Henning. Emily, you scored, one goal, and did you have any assists? It seemed like you were doing a lot of things out there today.
I don't think I got any assists, but I tried to work on getting the crosses over, because sometimes we have problems getting them to our forwards, like on the other side. So I just tried to keep the ball moving across and beat some of the defenders to the goal, because...
Well, it seemed like all of that was working for you, Emily, and your team. This is just a great feeling, I know. What was your preparation, coming into this game?
I really wanted to play my best, because I haven't had the greatest season, and I wanted to really finish it out strong. And I probably am not going to play in college either, and this is my last game. I wanted to play the very best I could, and I'm really excited that...
Isn't it a super feeling to go out as a champion?
Yes, it is.
Whether you play or not, like Lauren was saying, ever again, it's one of those things that you'll always have the greatest of memories, that you played well in the championship and you won it.
Yeah, definitely.
Any last closing comments?
Not really. I'm just glad we won.
All right. Thanks, girls. Back here with the head coach, and obviously there's others that have helped out to make this appearance, and just the whole staff to help make this championship a reality and stuff. This has got to be a great feeling for all the hard work that started way back in the beginning before the season started.
Yeah, I came here from another school, and I came here with a math job, and was going to give up my coaching, and the other coach decided that they wanted to do something else, so they asked me if I'd do it. And from the very first day that I saw these girls, I said, we got some skills here, and they can play the game. And then as we went on, it was apparent that they also loved the game and played the game with some passion. And as you can see, that's exactly what they do. It's really, really fun to coach this team.
But you weren't just a man that just was going to do math teaching. You obviously had some skills as a soccer coach before somewhere.
Well, I've been doing this for 17 years.
Yeah.
So at Helix and at El Cajon, and then now here. So.
So you kind of bounced into the position, and the next thing you know, now you're the man doing it over here for Grossmont too.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
Well, this is super, and you girls played fantastic. What was they said that basically it was one of those things that you told them just to play their game. It wasn't about what the other team, because you hadn't seen the other team yet.
We didn't know what they could do. They had played Santana 4 times during the season, and so we thought it was going to be an even game. But we're just climbing the ladder. I wish there was more games because they're just playing better and better. Amazing. And they just came together at the right time. So this is fun. It's just very fun.
Boy, the corner kicks in the game and just the play down the middle and stuff, it really put a lot of pressure on them.
Yeah, the seniors, the last couple of weeks, I think that they decided that they were going to do this. And the seniors took over the practices and the games, and they just decided they were going to play with that fire, and that's what they've done.
It's physical, but it's also mental, and they showed it.
Yeah, they work real hard. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, congratulations again.
Thank you.
On a championship. Reporter here at the CIF Division II final. Again, champions, the Grossmont Foothillers, winning it 3-0 over the ladies from San Pasqual, the Golden Eagles. And I hope you enjoyed this contest. It was great soccer throughout, but again, the offensive play by some of those that you saw was enough to get them the championship. I'm Greg Porter saying God bless and take care until next time.